Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are still in process of replacing our track. We have run out from the sawmill there. Brought both of these, which used to be two different runs, out to here. We brought them into one, and just going to kind of go over the process that we're using to replace some of the track. Currently, which means we gonna have to come in here and get all of the old track out of the way. Haven't done any of that yet, so I just figured I've been asked how I've been doing things, and so I figure this is just gonna be kind of a short video to show how I've been doing things. Still pretty much just freehanding the new track as much as possible. I don't like to use too much presets or the stuff like that. I find with this stuff, I'm still just kind of winging it as much as possible. Yeah, it's probably going to be easier just to go down one side and then the other. I think it's probably taking longer to remove the old track than it is to put in new track. So this is probably going to take a little longer than actually putting in the replacement track. So, hey, oh. Alright. Not sure exactly how far. Have not figured out exactly how I'm going to do that, where everything comes together at the top of the hill, out of the smelter valley. I'm going to try to do some simplifying of some stuff in there because there's kind of a cluster over there, so I don't know how far I'm going to push this part of the track right now until I solve that problem. But we will at least get it up to this, thrown in another bridge. Alright, so then once that is out of the way, it's all pretty much, pretty easy from here. I am no expert with the new track at this point, so I know I was asked by somebody to maybe do some tutorial videos, though I don't know that's... I pretty much wing most of my track laying, so I don't know that I'm probably the track laying expert to give advice for stuff like that. I'm happy to show how I do it, but I would not consider myself an expert in the least. I had much more experience with the old track than this new stuff yet. I've only hit a couple of industries, so looks like we're gonna have to go up a little bit here. Well, looks like everything's still good. Yeah, see, the problem there is if we just keep running, so let's... Why won't you? Uh-oh. See, and sometimes it won't click down. And your guess is as good as mine. It's probably not deep enough ground. I found that I've run into that problem a couple of times. Like if you string it out with the tier 1 ground and somehow it drops down or whatever, it won't let you actually place it. So let's go see if that solves the problem. Alright. Yeah, that might be exactly what the problem was too, because you were going too far down into that dip over there. It might not have liked that. Let's see if we can step aside. Click it. Sure can. Boom. That'll work. We'll take it. Alright, let's see if we can get rid of the upgrade now. Sure can. Alright, this we want to turn. Alright, so if we do. There we go. Now we should be able to alter the grid a little bit. Right about there is where I think we want. Well, of course, this dirt, I like the way the new bridge stuff comes, so we don't have to worry about that too much, I guess. Okay. That'll do. And then, come down to bridge. And we've used old and we've used red, so we will use, I guess, the DNRG. Why not? Boom. It's gonna make our bridge a little bigger than the old one used to be, but that's okay. The new bridges look cooler, so. Oh. Somewhere right in there should do it. Can we get up there? No. Figures. There we go. Boom. Oh, it's got a white rail with like the brown deck. That's cool. Yeah, I'm down with that. We'll see how that looks. Yeah, it's a little longer than I wanted, but it makes sense, I guess. Looks okay. I'll keep it. I do like the new music. It is pretty jamming for when you're laying track. I don't know. It's a little more upbeat than some of the old stuff. Obviously, some of the old stuff was upbeat too, but this stuff's a little more good timey vibes, I guess. It's kind of nice. And the one song, I don't know what it is, but it sounds like such a locomotive song. It's pretty great, actually. Alright. And then somewhere in here I think we're gonna stop, because this is where I'm gonna start dealing with the problem up there, which I guess I'm not even gonna go get involved with right this second, because I gotta figure out how I can feed all those rails to each other with less of a mess than what I have going on. Do. Alright, so then see if we can jump ourselves back up on this bridge quick. Nice. Okay, and then we are gonna want to drop down. Which I don't think we're in a big hurry to get down. Are we? No, we're not in a big hurry to get down. Well, let's get it down. Alright, start to turn you. Alright, that should be fine. Boom, 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 boom. And then smack. Alright, now take a walk back down. Make sure that we're okay with how all this looks. We did turn the corner a little sharper on the edge than I wanted to, but I don't actually mind the way that that looks. So, plus it gives us room if we do want to throw something else in there, I guess, at some point. Can't imagine that we're super gonna, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of like the rail, or the white rail on the bridge. Guess I wasn't too sure. One of them must be, like, one of them's brown, must be with a brown rail, and then one's brown with a white rail. I'm not exactly sure. I think we still have new wood construction, but I kind of like that one in there, even though the white rail kind of helps it stand out. Otherwise, I guess you wouldn't see it much, but, you know, so here you go. There's a section pulled and a section relayed, at least how I've been doing most of it, keeping it simple, not too creative, not too anything else, just pulling it as we go and plopping down new stuff. So that gives anybody, you know, an idea of how easy the new stuff is if you haven't looked at it. But that's how we're doing it. So guess we could head down here and grab our little loco and get it down towards the direction we're headed. I don't know. Not really doing much with it sitting here anyway. This one's just our push out as we are bringing out the new rail, just to kind of make sure that everything's working. Haven't really been running any industries in the process of doing all this stuff, and still getting over being sick, so I haven't been doing, you know, a ton at a time. I think this is probably now the longest session I've actually been able to sit for. So hopefully we can get to making a little bit of progress on some of the long runs here coming up. I know the I forgot, it's not click and drag anymore. It's right and left, so yeah. Like to get working on some of the long runs down to the smelter and up to the mines. I think it'll be next. Originally, I think we went up to the iron mine next, so probably stay with the original build order and head off in that direction next. Here comes a case in point. That switch. Boom. Heck yes. Update. Boom. Liking it every minute. That really has been great. Now this stuff is so wide open for our trains. But that's going to be cool for, you know, screenshots and stuff like that. It's always nice to have that stuff blown out. So, I don't mind that. See if we can bring this to a rest on the bridge, maybe. I don't know. Do we get a decent screenshot in here? See if we can go for it anyway, I guess. Boom. Yeah. Take a look at the bridge. It's, to me, the bridges are always about how the trestles look down, and I guess this one brown. I don't know. Maybe it might change that eventually. Who knows? We'll have to see. But anyway, I think we'll call that one an episode. Say thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.